It's recording.
Thank you, Jeremy. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, what's going on here?
Is that records, that little one at the bottom?
Should be here. Should be in the background.
Okay.
Murphy's Law. Okay. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the Community Development and Budget Priorities meeting. Today is Tuesday, March 24th, and the time now is 7:13 p.m. Again, my name is Dwayne Williams, and with me is the chair.
Stacy and DeLeon.
So in terms of order of business, that was introduction. In the essence of time, we've opted to forego the conduct statement. So please take the necessary moments to familiarize yourself with the conduct statement. Moving on to review of the meeting minutes. I don't think we had minutes from the last time.
No, I
Yeah.
don't, but I seen something online, so I think I could get it with your name. So I think I probably could get it from that. I'll show you tomorrow.
All right.
Save it somewhere. Hopefully.
Not a problem.
I'll
So
find it for tomorrow. If not, I'll find it some one of these days or night.
excellent. So we'll move to the next order of business, which is the fiscal year 2027 statement of community district needs and community board budget requests. But firstly, let me just begin by reminding everyone of our top 3 priorities. And they're as follows. One being traffic violation and enforcement. That was one of our very first public safety priority, followed by needs for public safety. And in specifically to regards to NYPD and youth-related crime prevention programming for the youth in Community District 11.
Having like programs for the youth so that they could engage in positive stuff.
Yeah, keep the kids out of the street.
Yes, that's perfect.
Something to do. And thirdly, but certainly not the least, is the need for emergency services, particularly among our growing and aging population between actually 50 and over, specialized in with stroke victims. And the intent is to request additional ambulatory support to ensure that the vulnerable population among us is able to be cared for and have access to
And I
ambulances.
think that's very important. Very, very important.
Very important. So I have before me here the end product of all our labor leading up to this point, and it's the preliminary budget request. And unfortunately, as Stacy and I have gone through it, we're a little bit disappointed to discover that not many of our requests have been supported and accommodated, but we have taken the time to highlight a few of those that we could share that are successful. Is that okay with you, Stacy?
Yes.
And
Well,
Mhm, go ahead.
like this one, the agency support it, but they cannot accommodate it.
Yes, so we do, we do have a lot of categories like resistance. For example, we had a request to assist low-income households in paying for energy codes, and we're all aware of rising costs. The budgetary standpoint, they feel that the agency does support, but they're not able to accommodate. And one of the justification that they gave us is that valuable program like HEAP, HEAP, which provides low-income New Yorkers with utilities. They're suggesting that the program actually needs more funding, but they're unable to provide any additional funding at this time. If it's okay with you, can I share some of the ones that are successful? Yeah, so I'll highlight those and then I'll open it up to gallery. So the majority of them, they agree, but they cannot support. But one that they can support here, and there are very few, I think I've only been able to highlight approximately 4 of them. I will share with our viewers here. One of them being to repair or provide new street lighting. The agencies, is that more DOT? Is that a DOT request? The Department of Transportation agrees, supports, and can accommodate. They're in agreement that current lighting is much required throughout our district, primarily along parks, adjacent parks facilities, and to eliminate pedestrian areas. In particular, the municipal parking lot at Bronxdale and Bronx Park East, which was brought up quite a bit, and along areas of residence adjacent to the park. So that's one that we did succeed with the DOT. And it was also supported by the Bronx Park East Community Association. Secondly, again, there's another area which is highlighted here, which is also agreed upon by the Department of Transportation, which is the lighting along Pelham Parkway lights, both the roadway and the adjacent greenway. They agreed to that, to increase the lighting along the greenways and the pedestrian level. So that's another success for us. Followed again by the request to upgrade and create new plazas. This was from the Department of Transportation as well. And they again agreed to support and to accommodate. And these are in particular the pedestrian plaza at Bronxdale and Austin Place in front of 2016 or 2016 Bronxdale Avenue. They've agreed to that. They've also agreed that there are boulders in the middle of the plazas that need some attention, and the tables around the plaza. So they've agreed to that. That's another win for us.
And looking back at this is also when this is provide expand and our schools after school program for our elementary student. The request has already been completed.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
GYCD has been on a 3-year, 20,000 seat expansion of the campus after school program. So that's a good thing.
That's a big
for the
win.
youth, Department of Youth and Community Development.
That's good.
So that's good.
That's a good one.
And also this one is completed.
This one is a request to provide, expand, and enhance Cornerstone and Beacon programs, which is another
For the-
Department of Youth and Community Development program.
I know it's.
Yes, yes. So they've agreed that the program is in place. They're going to continue to fund that. And lastly here, as you can check for another one that we could share, it's another DOT related program, and the request is to upgrade and create new greenways. In particular in Pelham Parkway North, we've mentioned that we have unused parking lanes between Stillwell Avenue and Williamsbridge. They've listened to us and they've agreed to creating a protected bike lane in those space for use, right, which connects the Hutchinson River Greenway at the Stillwell Avenue. So those are the wins that we've taken away. Hopefully we could do a much better job going into next year in hopes that we not only capture the needs of our community that needs funding, but to gain the concurrence of the respective agencies. All right, anything else you'd like to share before we go to gallery?
Yeah, before we go to the gallery, for next year budget requests, whatever acts, anyone that, can they please send it in as early as possible? As early as possible.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Close to
Just give me 1 second. I see your hands raised. And
Most before we go on break in June.
I think we should continuously capture needs.
No, we capture, but if you have it on and send it
Yes.
in, the more you send in, the better for us.
Better, I agree.
We could put it together but we'll still take it if, but we are asking to send it as early as possible.
All right, so if you haven't heard that, the ask is that we go ahead, if you do have requests, forward them early and often. That way we could accumulate them and be ready upon the appointed time. So with that being said, we're going to enter gallery and we're going to go into AJ. Mr. AJ, go ahead. How are you today?
I'm good, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just getting out of class. Just wanted to make sure I got here on time. I heard it from you guys about the Greenway, so I wrote it prepared. I'm just going to read my prepared marks, and maybe you guys can answer for me. But for budget priorities, repaving of the Marsh Loop Pelham Greenway, like the mayor is doing for the potholes on the main roads, as a healthier and greener alternative to transportation or getting around the district, especially in the summer. Because last summer they built a whole bunch of the new bike lanes. I forget the exact highway, but like going towards the beach. And I just want to skate around the Bronx. I'm tired of going down to Manhattan. And with the requests, if you guys can send out the information to the public, there's like usually a guide or like, here's what you can request or different options. The other boards send it out, but I didn't get a copy from 11. It helps inform the public, like me to know what we can suggest or what we can request from the board. And not only board members have access to that. So you guys could like hyperlink that or share that out in an email so that people can like know what they could or see what the options are. It's kind of like a 311 approach. There's a guideline and you can just like pop in the park and the information and stuff like that. I believe I've submitted some before to the board and the board has done it for LGBT access to PrEP and PEP, which is life-saving medications. So I kind of feel like if the public knew about it, they would use it. So if you just give them that little bit of information, there's something to look over and be like, oh, I could request a park bench. I could request the repaving of the parkway. I could request some lighting here. It's kind of scary for somebody that's not affiliated with any of the governments to know what's going on or what's possible. So any information to help show people what magic they have with inside them is much welcome. Thank you so much, guys.
Duly noted.
Mr. AJ, it's all, this information is in the agenda. There's a link that you can click on it and it takes you straight to everything that they did from Department of Planning with FY 2027. So
yes, perfect. I didn't see that. I absolutely love that, especially now getting it on the video, on the record so that people know. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
That's a great idea. And it's also on the community board website. Just navigate and search and you'll find it. Just put in community.
Yes, and if I may ask you, I said something about the Greenway. Was that a prior request? If you could just, I caught in a little bit late. If you guys can just repeat that for me one more time. Thank you so much.
Yes, and again, you'll be able to look at it as well, but yes, that's
and you'll look at everything, or probably you could go back a few years and then you'll get an idea of what, like how this works.
Yes, ma'am. Coming from Community Board 7, a lot of the times the city tells them they can't get it. And what they do is they keep the item on the list every year. So they keep being told no. So I'm just trying to find more information on what happens if we change it up a little bit or if we submit different. So thank you so much for telling me that there's more on the website. I'll go look at it right now. Thank you.
Maybe that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, you reword it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, yes, ma'am. I see it as the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So I don't see that as a good idea. I see it as if they tell us no, let's change it up. Let's cite sources. Let's add some articles. Let's add some letters of support from the community. Then the city will have more of a definition. CB7 does it usually just like one sentence lines, like we want this, and it's been there for decades. When I asked for resources on who suggested these, they have no clue. There's no paper trails. So that's quite why I kind of like being able to see the information, like you said, on the website is helpful for the public to know why aren't we getting anything or why are we getting stuff? Why are other community boards that are giving a more detailed description getting like Riverdale Community Board 8 versus 7 and 11 and 12. It's just a good tale of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. But I'll shut up now. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, great. And continue, I know we've spoken also in a public safety meeting, and I think you did share some information with the chair, Cynthia Rodriguez. So if you could
yes, sir. And Mr. Jeremy, I sent a whole bunch of maps, especially with the way Bronx Park is shaped. Even though it's split by 7, 11, and 12, I believe it is in District 12, but I feel like we can all have some love and we all can walk through it. So yeah, I'll be quiet now.
All right, and finally, we intend to invite some of these agencies to our meeting to find out some of the reasons or rationale behind why it's not funded, and hopefully gain guidance on how to get some of these projects funded. So we will be.
Yes, sir. That's exactly kind of what brought me here. Tony Hawk came with the skate park project for his community board 811 right at Allerton Skate Park, but there's no way for me to skate there with this greenway being all broken up. And I believe that that park should be under construction or coming out of, I don't know, procurement. Those lines of questions for you guys, but yeah, that should be coming soon. I just want to make sure I can get to the skate park. I want to go to the nice skate park.
Nice, thank you so much. So let me go ahead and open it up. Jennifer, I see you're online. Do you have anything you would like to share, any comments you'd like to impart?
Hi, thank you so much. I was just curious about the meetings and what's going on and what the budget priorities are. But this has been very informative and I look forward to being more involved and just listening for now.
Excellent, excellent. You're welcome. We want to keep you on board, and please, let's all do a much better job going forward in identifying the needs of our community. But thank you, and I appreciate your input.
Thank you.
All right, I don't think there's anyone else in terms of the gallery. So with that being said, we're gonna move to the next item, which is motions. At this time, I don't think we have anything we need to.
No, we don't have any motions.
All right, so with that saying, we'll move to old business. Do we have anything currently?
No.
Nothing. So lastly, we're going to move to new business, and I believe at the leadership meeting, the chairs there, in particular, Cynthia brought up a new business, which is Juneteenth, which you tend to happen quite well. So maybe you could
Yes.
speak about that a little
Well,
bit.
this would be the fourth annual Juneteenth that happens in June. I think there's a date set. She had told me, but I'm not 100% sure right now. But we'd love everybody to come to Juneteenth.
Yes, please join us, take the time, and I think now is the time we put the
It's a
effort.
very nice event. So hopefully both of you guys can come at the next one.
All right.
Looking forward to see you guys and everyone.
Right, so if nothing else, I'm gonna move to adjourn the meeting.
Yes.
All right, so the time now,
Good night.
7:30.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. Thank you again.
Take care.
Good night.